we recording?
Uh-oh. Luna's whole concern as to what we're doing with her scale.
Yeah, this is Luna's scale, isn't
yeah,
it?
it's Luna's scale.
She likes weighing herself on this. Do
So
I just stand
20
up?
times a day.
Do I just like get up on this on the counter?
No.
Yeah, probably not. Hey guys, it's Joseph.
And Victoria.
Here with the silly couple. We're doing a whole series reviewing our Fitbit products. Yay! Fitbit! Fitbit for life! I don't know what that means.
It's classy.
Classy?
Yeah.
Okay, just like South Park classy? Or...
Poetry reading classy.
Ah, okay. So if you're a poetry fan, what is it, instead of clapping?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. We have a Fitbit scale here. I think you can see it pretty well, right?
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's in camera well. Use our watches. I have the Inspire. You can check out that review, and you have the
Charge 3 Special Edition.
And you can check out that review. And we're going to make an app video. I actually don't know logistically how to do that from a phone. I can screen capture on my computer easily.
I think there's an app for that.
For the phone?
Yeah.
Of course there's an app for that. I just don't know what it is. But anyways, you guys came here for a scale review. Let's give it to you on Sports Center.
You're having too much protein and casein.
Yeah, I probably am having too much protein. Okay, so our Fitbit. The scale. I believe it's accurate as far as the weight. I think it 100% is accurate for the weight. It links with your app, which is really cool. Like the whole interconnected thing with your activity tracking, with your weight tracking, with everything. And it recognizes you somehow. I don't know why. Because I've had people who are very close in weight to me weigh themselves. And it knows they're not me.
It's not.
And it's not like, oh, I weigh myself, then they weigh themselves. So it's like, oh, he couldn't have lost 10 pounds or 5. Yeah, no, it just knows who you are, and I'm not sure what the magic is. Is there a little? There's a little gnome living in here, I think.
I'm thinking there's a Alexa in there.
It says there's actually a camera, and it looks up at you. So don't weigh yourself with a skirt. I'm kidding, obviously.
Takes your DNA.
Yeah, pricks you. But yeah, so I don't know how it does that, but I think that's a pretty cool feature. But again, everything's interconnected, and when we look at the app, you'll actually get a better idea. We'll look at my app so I can be embarrassed by how fat I am.
Yes.
I mean, you can see it anyway. But I am losing weight this year. I'm actually doing really well so far this year. You can also check out that video. But yeah, check out one of our videos if you want on that. Let's talk about the Fitbit scale, though. So aside from it recognizing us magically, I think the weight is very accurate. It definitely is good at that. And it actually does it to like the 0.2.
Yeah.
So it will be like, oh, you're 218.4 pounds. I don't think that's what it was. But something like that, yeah, pretty big for someone my height. But yeah, so it will actually tell you to that level of accuracy. And again, I assume it's accurate because if I go on a normal scale, it will tell me like I'm, 218.5 in that instance. So this, I'm assuming, is a little bit more accurate. That's good. Now, when we were buying this, we did some research. Did you find anything interesting about the body fat part of it?
Some people had said it can be accurate or not.
Yeah,
I think it says I have too much body fat, and I think it's lying to me.
Well, yeah, and so when we do the app review, you'll see my body fat. It went from being one number, and I don't remember. That's why I'm not giving you the number, because you'll see it. But it went from one number. I lost a bunch of weight in that first week. Again, I have still mostly water weight, and maybe that's where the confusion came from. But the body fat went up. And I know for sure that some of that wasn't water weight, right? So it's not like I just lost that weight and all of it was water weight. There was some fat burn involved, so the percentage just doesn't quite make sense, right?
Yeah, I had lost weight, and then my body fat percentage went up. But then I lost just another pound, and it was just a little less of the body fat. So I don't know if maybe...
Yeah, so I'm not quite
I
confident
don't
in
think
the
I'm
body
gaining
fat.
that much muscle at the moment, so it's not possible for me to losing. Yeah, it
It
doesn't make
just
sense.
so
Maybe
I
we
would.
treat it the more regularly that we weigh ourselves, because before this year we haven't really been weighing ourselves regularly, like weekly. By regularly, I mean like
That's
every
what
other
we're
month,
moving on. Now
few
we didn't
months.
actually start
Yeah.
right away, but we did start now every Thursday. So the past 2 Thursdays we've done it. So every Thursday we're going to continue to weigh ourselves. And just see how that progresses. So, we might give you an update down the road, and we'll actually just edit it into this video to make it easy for you guys. But overall, that's the one weakness is the body fat percentage. Again, I just don't believe it, and it's not even, again, I'll admit to being well overweight right now. I've really let myself gain way too much weight, and that's not acceptable. I should shame myself because it's unhealthy to be this big. Maybe you should check out our rant series about that. But with that said, it is, it still doesn't, again, the way it fluctuates doesn't make sense. And I don't get it at all. Another example though, when I was using it last year, now I hope you guys are enjoying this type of review style. It's not a formal review, but we just want to hang out with you. But when I was using it, or 2 years ago, whenever we first got it, and we were using it more regularly, so it was last year, when we were using it more regularly, I was losing, what was it? I had a week where I gained, there was a time where I gained weight, but my body fat dropped by a few percentage points. So I'm like, yeah, but you don't gain muscle that fast. This is why I got confused, but doing actual research on building muscle, you build muscle kind of slow. Like a professional bodybuilder might build a couple pounds of muscle over the course of a year. I wasn't being a professional bodybuilder, but it was that type of thing where I gained a couple of pounds, but it told me my body fat went down. So I would be very hesitant to recommend this as a body fat measure scale. But what would you say about using it in general with the other Fitbit products?
Well, you don't have to manually input your weight every time you weigh yourself, so that's a benefit. It's automatically there. That's pretty much it. You don't have to write in a calendar, and you can just really see, this is how.
You can see it charts it out.
Yeah, so it's nice. I think that's the main thing. It's a scale. You weigh yourself with it.
Yeah, so you have to ask yourself if you're willing to spend what this costs, and it's not cheap. However, if you're like us, honestly, I don't regret buying it.
Yeah,
I think it's a useful tool. If you're using a Fitbit watch, if you're using the app, use this. It will just keep your tracking a lot easier. It saves you time, and time is money.
Yep.
Anything I might have overlooked other than it's me going on and on about its weight measurement not being accurate? Percent body fat. The weight is accurate, not the percent body fat.
I think I know how it recognizes us.
Oh.
When you set it up, it's pretty easy to set it up, but it's not like immediately you can start jumping on it. You sync your watch to it, but maybe because my watch is always I might have it on the counter and then I weigh myself. Maybe it's in close proximity.
No, because again, how does it know then? What if I'm standing right next to a guest who sits on his thing? Because I've done that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get it. Anyways, if
Anyway,
you know why it does
let
that,
us know.
let us know in the comments. Let us know what you think. Have you used a Fitbit scale? Do you have any insight into that percentage of body fat measurement? Because pretty sure it's not accurate. And again, we did some research, found out the reason we ended up going with it is one of the reviews I read. The guy seemed pretty qualified. You never know online though. It's not like you're actually meeting them and seeing their credentials. But from what I could gather, the guy seemed to know what he was talking about, and he seemed to have the credentials. But he said, look, it's not going to be as accurate as that water thing where they do it and they measure your hydrolysis, whatever it is, where they do that. But it tends to be accurate to itself. So like if you get on and it says you have 30% body fat and then a month later you have 28% body fat, that should be accurate that you lost your 2% down.
Buy a Fitbit. That's it.
But yeah, so anyways, thanks for joining us. We might edit some of this video just because I was talking about too much on the side. You know, I like to talk. But thanks for joining us, and let us know in the comments what you think, and we'll see you next time.
Stay silly and subscribe. But it has to be more accurate than what I used in high school.